I went from 250 to 177 using three core principles in my workouts. I want to share them with you guys today on YouTube. Again, I went from 250 to 177 utilizing fat loss principles. This video is going to be about my workout plan to help me lose over 70 pounds. Hopefully, if any of you guys are on your weight loss journey, what this channel aim to do is kind of help people hit their dreams physique. And I'm just doing that just by sharing my story and things that work for me. So, getting straight into it. Again, I went from 250 to 177. This was done by, kind of my macros, kind of my calories, but the main thing today I'm talking about the work that takes place inside of the gym. Even though it's the smallest portion of what we do, it still matters. Okay, so one of the main core principles is, I'm gonna keep it short and brief. One of the main core principles I use is that if I ever lifted weights, it was always going to be a compound movement. What is a compound movement? When you're doing fat loss, you're not training for trying to get the most muscle as possible. We're trying to shred all the body fat that's on us. All right, so our muscles can be more visible, we can be more toned, we can get lean, we can do what we need to do. So I need to maximize time in the gym. So how do I do that? You do that by doing compound movements. So what I would go into the gym. I would do either a bench press, a squat, a deadlift, standing shoulder press. Right? These are engaging multiple muscle groups. So with a bench press, when you bench press, you're hitting your chest, shoulders, and triceps. Okay? When you squat, glutes, some hip flexors, some quads, and then some hamstrings as well too. When you deadlift, back muscles, leg muscles, and you're always engaging your core. So these are why these are called compound movements, because you're using more than one muscle group. So when I was doing fat loss, I never just did one single dumbbell curl. I'm picking up a dumbbell and just going like this. I'm not doing that, right? Because I can maximize my time. So if I want to work my biceps, I can hit pull-ups. I can hit wide grip pull-ups. So when I'm hitting pull-ups, I'm hitting the back, I'm hitting my back, and I'm hitting my biceps as well at the same exact time. All right, so I would do these compound movements, full body workouts. So yeah, I would squat, bench, deadlift, pull-ups, all in the same day. Again, I'm trying to maximize fat loss, and for me, what I found was me doing a full body workout, I'm maintaining the muscle mass I get, it's shaping my body, and at the same time, like, I'm maintaining my strength and getting stronger in some of these lifts. So this is how the split would go. Okay, I go into the gym. For some of you guys, like, if I didn't feel like doing any compound movements that required a barbell, so again, those are squats, deadlifts, bench press, whatever. You can find some alternatives. So like some days, if I didn't feel like squatting, because if my back was bothering me or whatever, I would swap it out for like a leg press. So I would do a leg press and leg extension. So if I'm doing a barbell exercise and I want to replace it and I want to do an alternative, I'm replacing it with two machine exercises. So a squat would get replaced with a leg press and leg extensions. Just because, like a squat to me is a more better workout than the machines. But since I'm going to do the machines, since the machines are easier, I'm going to do two workouts to kind of make up for it. Okay, if I wasn't going to do standing rows where I'm standing up with the barbell and bringing it like this, if I wasn't doing standing rows, I'm going to do seated rows. You know what I mean? Seated rows and pull-ups, right? Because I'm not engaging the core when I'm sitting down, but I'm engaging the core when I'm standing up with the barbell. And I got this from Athlete Nights. If you want to look like an athlete, you train like an athlete. That's where the compound movements come from. Most athletes train on their feet, meaning they train standing up. Squat, you're standing up. Deadlift, you're standing up. With the exception of a bench press or a pressing motion because you're laying down, but even a standing military press, you're standing up. That's forcing you to engage your core. Therefore, you're burning more calories. You're engaging more muscles. You're burning more calories. You get what I'm saying? So it's compounding on top of the caloric deficit that you're already doing. I would do cardio 4 to 6 days a week. Cardio 4 to 6 days a week. Cardio 4 to 6 days a week. That doesn't mean I'm sitting on the treadmill constantly running. I'm walking on the treadmill. So after the full body workout, I walk on the treadmill 35, 45 minutes. If you want to do 50 minutes, because I did 50 minutes. If you want to do 50 minutes, you can do that too, because walking does not exhaust the body like running does. Now, after a full body workout, you are going to be a bit tired, but again, I'm walking at 3 miles per hour, and then for me, inclines at 10. It wasn't that big of a deal to me. If you had a different fitness level, then do what works for you. But what this helped me for, it was the best method to continue with the caloric deficit that it put me in because I'm burning calories while walking, and then I'm maintaining the muscle mass or getting stronger with the full body workouts. All right. So again, there's cardio and there's weights, and with the weights we did full body workouts. We never did isolation. I never did a split. Legs, back, chest, all same day. All barbell workouts. Didn't do barbell workouts. They were machines. And then again, 2 machines per barbell workout that you skip or that you trying to supplement. Third principle is I kept it simple. Okay, now you heard me to say squat, deadlift, bench press. You probably thinking like, dude, I'm not finna do all that in one day. I didn't say I went heavy. You know what I mean? I didn't say I squat 315 and then deadlift 405 and then I'm not doing all that, right? Because you are going to get exhausted. And I'm be honest with you, I ain't that strong. Okay, again, I'm my fitness goals are maybe different from yours, but what I did, I wanted to just be lean. So for squats, I would stay between. And like I said, I documented everything for this weight loss journey. So I went from 250 to 177. I documented the whole process. For the full body workouts for the squat, I would stay anywhere between 135 pounds and 225. If I was at 135, I try to go for full range of motion, reps, and I stay between 135 and 225. For deadlift, same exact thing, 135, 225. I'm going for reps, full range of motion. For rows, 100 pounds to 135 on the barbell rows. Again, full range of motion, I'm going for reps. Incline dumbbell press. I actually didn't do any bench pressing. I found it better to do an incline dumbbell press. You get to work the shoulders and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with benching. I still did bench, but mainly I like the incline dumbbell press. Yeah, dumbbells were between 40 to 55 pounds. Again, I'm going full range of motion, reps. Okay, then I would get off. When you get done with that, hit core, because you got to engage your core. And then I will walk 35 minutes, 45 minutes, right after the weightlifting session. Okay, so that's like, say if that's a Monday. Tuesday, I'm in the gym again. I'm walking, and I'm gonna do a 55-minute walk. This is a cardio day. Main day for the workout is gonna be 55 minutes. I'm walking on the treadmill. Got a Netflix show. Pop the Netflix on, headphones, and you just walking. Listen to stand-up comedy or whatever. Dave Chappelle stand-up comedy. You cracking up while you walking. Whatever, you burning calories. I get off of the treadmill after like 55 minutes. I may do push-ups and pull-ups. So I got this 5x5 off of David Goggins. So he's insane. So he does all types of reps and stuff like that. For me, 5 pull-ups, get a Bosu ball, and do some push-ups, maybe like 10 push-ups or whatever. And just do that for like probably 4 sets, and then some core. And that's that. That's that. Like that's that day. I may take a rest the following day. So like say Wednesday we rest, and then Thursday we back at it again, and then we're gonna do machines. Full body workout, we're gonna do machines. So I'm doing leg press, leg extensions, pull-ups and dips, right? Core. And then I'm walking for 35 minutes. All right. After that again, we just kind of cycle, we just kind of repeat the whole thing. So again, you're going from a full body barbell workout to a cardio day to a full body workout using machines and calisthenics, which is push-ups, pull-ups, leg press, leg extensions, core, and then a cardio day. And then you just cycle in those 3 days over and over again. You just cycle in those 3 days over and over again. And the very last day, the 7th day, you can have a rest, or you can have a 40-minute recovery walk, which is you walk at 10 incline at 3 miles per hour. And they're like, that's the same what you did on the rest of the days. Yeah, because you're just walking. You get what I mean? I want to add to the caloric deficit. Again, this took me from 250 to 177. All right. I used to do HIIT training too. So HIIT training is like I would sprint for 2 minutes, walk for 1 minute, sprint for 2 minutes, walk for 1 minute. You guys can do that. I just found out through this journey is an easier way to keep the fat off, and that is by walking. It's the least physically demanding, and you can be the most consistent with it. When you sprint, what happens is that you may not want to be able to do that every day, right? Because it's going to it's taxing on the body, it's exhausting, recovery, all that stuff. It takes time to recover from that. So for me, what I found out was walking the 35, 45, 55 minutes was a whole lot easier on the body, and it allowed me to do it more often. So I could do a walk for 45 minutes 7 days a week, as opposed to I can't do HIIT sprints 7 days a week. You get what I mean? So therefore it can keep me lean more consistent. And you always, like I said in my other video, you always have to do what's more convenient and more simple for you in your lifestyle. Now, if you want to do sprints and that, then you can do that. But what was more convenient for me in my lifestyle, which I found, was the walking and the full body workouts without going so heavy to the point where I'm like exhausted. 135 to 225. My goals are different though. I'm trying to just be lean, have a six pack, have nice definition, and still be able to move and still be able to go. I can still last a couple rounds boxing. I can still being able to, pick stuff up off the ground. I got an athletic build. I'm not looking to be a bodybuilder. So that was my goals. If your goal is to be a bodybuilder, then don't watch me. You know what I mean? But again, I'm just trying to share my, what kind of worked for me. I got this, when I make these type of videos, I have in mind that, like, I'm not telling you what is best method. I'm just telling you what worked for me, and if you could apply it to your workout plan, then cool. One thing I like was supplementing my barbell exercises, because sometimes I get lower back pain, right? So like, I'm trying to do a deadlift and my back maybe bother me, or a squat or whatever, and I'm like, I'm not feeling this today. So again, you just supplement it with a leg press, leg extension. This machines that work your hamstrings, pull-ups. Like you can kind of switch it out. So whatever the muscle group that barbell exercise would have been working, you find two machines to kind of replace that, right? And then throw some core in there too, because again, with barbell exercises, you stabilize your core. This is why I like them the most. But if you can't do it, you go to Planet Fitness. I have a Planet Fitness membership. I also have a membership at another gym. I go to both. At Planet Fitness, like, they have more machines than they do barbell exercises, so you have to get creative and kind of mix things up. But you still can build a good physique. I don't care what nobody says. You still can build a good physique at Planet Fitness, even if it's on the Smith machines or whatever. Again, the goal for fat loss though is then for me was just to stay lean. So I implemented all these things on top of the nutrition, on top of tracking my macros, and over time, these things that you're doing are going to compound. Okay, you're doing compound weightlifting movements. You are watching your nutrition. You're tracking your macros. You're getting enough protein. Eventually, the fat will fall off. I went from a fat, chubby face, thighs rubbing together when I walk, to now, like, I can put on lean clothes and, like, you can see the definition and the camera and stuff like that, and I don't have to, like, try to flex. Like, it's there. You know what I mean? That just comes from over time of me watching nutrition, doing the right movements. Now, could I pack on more muscle? Yeah, I probably could, but as of right now, it's working for me. It's more convenient, and I can do it long term. So my plan is to still look like this when I'm 55. You know what I mean? I'm 35 now, but when I'm 55, I still want to be able to get after it just like this too. So there's no point in me going heavy, like trying to be a power lifter, when one, I'm not competing, and then two, I'm gonna damage my joints, and then when I'm 50, I'm hunched over. That's not my goal, man. My goal is longevity. I want to be able to take my shirt off at the beach, look good all year round, and then be able to still move, play with my kids. I'm not known as the fat dad when I drop them off at school. Like, oh, that stuff matters to me. Not that I care what people think, but you still want to look good for yourself, look good for your spouse. And it matters. I'll make a separate video about how me losing all that weight actually changed and propelled my career, and what it did for my mental state. Because you know what you're capable of when you, like, okay, I know I can lose this weight. What else can I do, right? Because you just taking a principle of small actions done consistently over a long period of time give you a big result. Now, what else does that apply to? You know what I mean? If it could apply to this fitness, I'm pretty sure it could apply to something else. So that was like the main thing, and that was where the light switch for me. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I'm like, if I could do this, I could learn something else, and I could probably learn something else too. And I could probably learn something else. Not saying everything will go my way, but if I could figure this out, oh yeah, and nothing gonna stop me. Nothing gonna stop me. All right, so again, this is the things that work for me. I hope these tips, you could apply them to your fat loss journey. At the end of the day, if you're not happy with what you see in the mirror, you got the ability to change it. If you still got air in your lungs, you still can walk around, and you still got thoughts in your brain, you have the ability to do something about this. Okay, we can pray about it, but God gave us the ability to do something about it too. So again, these are my tips. I think things that work for me: full body workouts, walking for cardio, and then keeping things simple. so they can be consistent. Keeping things simple so they can be consistent. Full body workouts, compound movements, walking for cardio, and keeping things simple so you can be consistent. All right, man. That's my tips, bro. That's what worked for me. You know, hope this video helps you. And then that's it.